Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome back to another episode of our Gems of War Let's Play series. In today's episode, we're going to be opening up a bunch of keys as well as doing a couple treasure maps. As you guys probably know, this week we do gain quite a bit of extra bonus this week from doing treasure maps, as it is the only way to get these green event gems this week. We've already started. We got the 10 gems and 8,000 gold, getting pretty close to getting those 30 gems as well, and ideally we may even go all the way to 250 this week for once and try getting all those gems, because that would push us over to be able to buy celestial armor if we went all the way. So that would be very, very beneficial, because celestial armor would help us to farm in Broken Spire's arena or just soul farming in general. So what we're going to be doing right now is opening up all the keys that we currently have. Mainly just the glory keys that we got from getting to 1.9k rating in PvP, and quite a few of these other ones are just from treasure maps and just from the guild as well. So let's just open up all of these here, see if we can get anything interesting. Sunweaver again. Getting a lot of buff troops during the stream, which wasn't on recording. We also end up getting an Emperina. Emperina you get from completing out the Kzel Kingdom, though we got it as a random drop on a glory key, and we might eventually incorporate it into a all dragon team with our dragon soul, but it's not particularly strong. It's a really good healer, really good for single support, but Devour and Deathmark can hurt it very hard. So let's go use this 50 pull. Also, we have exactly 5,555 glory right now, which I find to be pretty funny. But we'll open up these 50, see if we get anything, and whoa, that is a very bad 50 pull right there. Gosh, not a single epic, not a single legendary, nor a single new troop that we don't already have. I wonder if we have every ultra rare on this account yet. Haven't even checked. But let's go use our 3 gem keys that we got from the guild, see if we get anything from these. And nope, those 2 are useless. Oh, we got Mummified King. Arguably one of the worst troops in the game right now. Deals damage to an enemy, then places death mark on himself. Not even on the enemy, just on himself. So very, very, very weak. Only synergizes with like one troop in Kedar, and that's the only reason you'd ever even use a Mummified King. That or for the Necromancy. But there's way, way better Necromancy options out there. Sacrificial Priest is the exact same color, yet a lot better. So yeah, Mummified King, pretty much useless. Plus they both have Necromancy. Well, those go all of our keys, so let's go into treasure hunting. Treasure hunting is, of course, one of the mini-games. All you need is a treasure map to be able to play it. You can get treasure maps either with a Tyree, which you can get from completing the Zulkira Kingdom, or just buying them for 25 glory each, are the 2 easiest ways to obtain them. You can also get them from 7 times Cascades in battles. So we're going to be doing this. A couple things I do want to show. We did do quite a few treasure maps on stream, of course, and we ended up getting the highest I ever did on this account, 116. We also ended up getting a vault twice on both of these. You can even see right there, there are 2 gem keys that we ended up getting during one of them, which we opened during the stream. Nothing good in them, though. Actually, I think the Emperina came from one of them. And, of course, this is just what it looks like. It just tells you that the vault aren't movable. And something that I haven't really explained, mainly because you will very rarely go that deep into a treasure map. But this vault here is, of course, the highest thing that you could possibly make within a treasure map. And when you actually make it, it is completely unmovable. You can drag it down from, like, let's say this was a vault. We'd be able to drag it down to right there. But you can't actually swipe it. Like, if this was still that vault, we wouldn't be able to move that down. It just would be completely unmovable. And of course, vaults cannot be matched with other vaults because they just can't. Even if they're right next to each other, they will not match. They're the highest possible reward, and trying to get any further than that will not work. Well, we'll just take these. Of course, we will want to be focusing on getting as many turns as possible, particularly this week, because every single 10 will be giving us that event gem that just triggered right there. Of course, every single 15 will be giving us a trade stone. And if we can reach 60 per map, we also get 20 seals, which will help us quite a bit in being able to get closer to that, so we don't have to do as much PvP. Of course, we've already done the 1.9k PvP this week. And I'm pretty sure most of this week on this account will be spent doing treasure maps, because they are very profitable this week with all of the bonus from the event gems. Merid isn't that good, that drop that we're going to be getting from it, Actually, there hasn't really been a single good drop in any of the event gems yet, but they're going to eventually. Well, I guess Avina was the very first week. It just has to come around to a kingdom that actually has good epics, which hasn't happened in a while. Well, we'll throw this one down. Get all of our nice little rewards there. Of course, the higher we make these, the more we'll actually get from them. Do keep in mind that if you're getting low, like only a few turns left, that matching some of the bigger currencies will actually devalue it. Like if we were to do these greens into a red chest, we would actually be getting less rewards overall, but of course it would help to clear the board. But you'd only, when you're running out of turns, you wouldn't want to do that, as it would devalue you more than it would help you with turns in almost every situation. But we'll just keep taking these, getting our turns. Of course, another event gem right there. Ideally, of course, the goal is to get at least 60 turns. We currently have 2 additional turns. Those are from our Green Guardian in our guild. Just being in a guild automatically gives you 1 additional turn in this mini game. And for every 20 levels on your Green Guild Guardian of the guild that you are in, it will have an additional turn up to 14 turns, 6 additional turns at level 100, which is the highest that Guild Guardians go. So right now we are approaching that point. We're at 49 right now. If we can just keep getting those nice extra turns, should be able to do it. Now we're at 50. Of course, I'm just adding the 2 of them to see what are the minimum of how far we're going to be going is. So there we go, 51, doing pretty good. Of course, getting 5 times would be a lot more efficient than doing 4 times, because a 5 times not only gives you an extra turn, but it also preserves your current turn. Preferably, I would not want to do things like that because we did lose that extra green vault, but for the turn preservation, it is sometimes worth it, especially if it's a 5 times. But we'll just go for this, trying to just get as many as we can until we get to that 60. We are very, very close, only 4 away until we get all the way there. Very nice. Now I believe we're only 1 away, and no, 2 away. So we are extremely close. Just need to get 2 turn preservations, make that 1. And we will indeed reach 60 turns, it would appear. All we would have to do is just get at least 1 extra turn from now until the end of this map, which shouldn't be too hard, though I don't see where we can do it at the moment. Let's see, we'll move that down. Come on, need that extra turn. Oh, did we just get it off the top there? Yes, we did. Okay, so we got it. Oh, and it's just sitting right there as well. We got it twice right there. Unfortunately, doing multiple turns from Cascade like that does not actually give you all those extra turns. But we'll just keep racking up this map, get as many resources as we possibly can from it. Going pretty well so far. Keep getting a lot of extra turns off the top. Of course, maps are pretty luck-based. I consider them about 80% luck and 20% skill for the most part, because sometimes it really just has come down to pure luck as to what kind of cascades and everything you will actually get from the top of the board. Okay, so we are going to want to work out this bottom. All of these bronze and silver coins that are down here are really getting in the way right about now, and I don't believe we're actually going to be able to remove them. And since the top is so congested with stuff, this is pretty much the end of this map now. We're going to be bottlenecked by the fact that we have too much at the bottom that's doing nothing, which means we can't actually fill out the top. Also, chests like these, when they get too far to the top, actually block a lot. Anything that is a bag or lower doesn't really tend to block, but everything else does, because nothing from the top can actually fall. So the biggest resource that can actually fall is a bag, and if you have resources towards the tops that are not bags, then it'll basically be blocking almost every move that you do, like this chest right here that is extremely blocking us right now. Okay, so we'll just take that. Running down on our turns, it looks like we're going to reach about 78 or so on the turn counter. We'll just take that. Maybe we'll reach that 80. Looks like we'll reach that 80, which means we'll get another event gem from it, which would be very nice. I noticed like the past couple of days I've actually been doing better on maps. I don't know if it's because I've been playing them so much lately or what. But I have noticed I've been getting a little bit luckier on them than I normally have been. And I believe that's the end of the line right here. Let's see. Is there... Oh, I think I could do some kind of ridiculous move right here to actually get it. Oh, no. That didn't do what I thought it would. Oh, well. No, still got plenty of cascades from it. Oh, wait. Never mind. It still preserved our turn. Well, then. That did do what I thought it would do, then. It didn't look like it did. Let's see. I guess we'll go for a vault. I was talking about vaults. We might as well do one in the video. There is a vault. As you can see, that gives the highest rewards in of anything that you can possibly get for these. They actually buffed these up a couple patches ago and made it so that the red chests and the vaults actually gave a better chance of giving the better resources that you see over here. As you can see, they both only give 4, the Soul's Glory Gem and the Glory Key, and of course this one just without the souls. Before it used to give both the gold and the souls on both of them, but that was removed to give a better chance of getting things like the keys. And of course, keys would be very important to be able to get all the troops in the game. Oops, I should have taken that gold one first, though we can take that instead and get this going, so I guess that doesn't matter too much. This feels exactly like yesterday. It's wanting to hang on by the skin of its teeth, this map right here. And of course that RNG right there giving us a very good cascade, a free turn for doing nothing. So we'll just take that, get our extra turns, or at least preservation of turns, I should say. We'll move that down. We'll be able to get the turn right there. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that because the vault is blocking. If we try moving that right now, of course we can't because the vault is in the way. So unfortunately, this is a huge brick wall that is preventing us from doing anything there. So we'll move that down. Move that over. And that's basically the end of the map. There's not enough room to really cascade off of at this point. So we'll just move that up and... oh, well, it proved me wrong. Now there's definitely no way we can get out of this, so we'll just take that, and that is the map. So let's see what we get. Exactly 99 turns, 1 away from 100. Gosh, we couldn't have gotten that one turn. Well, hopefully we will get a glory key or a gem key from the chest drop right here. One of those two would be ideal. Then again, pretty much anything from it would be good. Okay, 6 glory keys. Let's go open those 6 glory keys right now then. So we get a bunch of those straight stones. Very nice. And of course we get the 9 event gems as well. Almost 10. 1 off from getting that extra one. And as you can see, a nice little variety there of resources. So let's go use those 6 keys real quick. And then let's do treasure map just one more time. See how well we can do the second time. Probably not as good as that. That's actually above average. I would say anything around about a 45 is average. Ideally, you do want to be aiming for that 60 turn though, of course, because that will give you seals for whenever you actually complete a treasure map. I'll go show that after this treasure map too. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It says it in the little in your guild. If you go over to the all the objectives there, one of them is to get 60 or more turns on a treasure map, and it'll give you a bunch of seals. 60 or not 60, 20 seals if I am not mistaken. Okay, so what do we do here? Move that down. Take this for extra turn. Oh no, RNG! And of course the RNG can mess you up as well, like in that case, where we could have gotten a 5 times off the bronze coins, then it just completely messes up. That actually really ruined this board too. The board doing that right there. Because now we have a bunch of bronze coins here that we basically could have gotten away and get an extra turn off of. Now they're just kind of lingering around here. I don't really have a easy way to remove them at the moment with how the board is set up. So that's a bit unfortunate. Move that down, take the other one. So at least we're getting some of them out of the way. Not the way I would want to have gotten them out of the way. But as long as they get out of the way, it doesn't really matter. Like these right there, those 2 need to go. That one needs to go. Those few need to go. Though we could easily move that down. But yeah, definitely need to get them out of the way. The longer we keep them, or the later into the map we keep them, the more they'll just get in the way from all of our matches, because we'll have huge resources down there with basically no way to actually get additional coins. Oops, I should have taken the... oh, wait, well, it gave me the exact same turn, I guess. Should have done that the previous turn, taking the silver there. Okay, we can move that down and get the bag, and move that like all the way down and hope for cascades a couple times there. Okay, we got it on the first go, so that ended up working pretty well. Let's see. Don't know what I want to quite do here. We'll move that down, though I was gonna move the other thing, but now that actually won't work. But we'll just keep moving these around, trying to see what we can get. This map is probably gonna end a little bit earlier. Already can tell just from... if we would have gotten that better RNG earlier, it would have been a lot better on this one map. But we'll take what we can get. Of course, going through maps quickly is normally more beneficial than doing them slowly, as the payout for them is a little bit towards the lower side compared to other things. Of course, this week that isn't quite so because of all the event gems and the rewards associated with them. But on a normal traditional week, doing treasure maps at this kind of pace doesn't exactly pay out that well compared to pretty much anything else that you can do in the game. The only thing that's really good payout from these is their glory, their gems, their trait stones, and if you are really good at them, the keys that they give. So we'll just move that over. Try moving that up. And I really wish I could move that down somehow. I don't think there's a way though. We can move that there. Take our extra turn. Definitely need to think ahead whenever you're doing treasure maps, because you don't need to worry about the AI or anything taking a turn, because it's just you and a board. So you can waste a turn sometimes just to set something up if you know it's going to be a 5 times. Like, using a turn to try to get a 5 times is actually just makes it even, because you'll gain basically 2 turns from taking the 5 times. One is from the preservation of the turn, and the other one is from the actual additional turn that it gives. So if you are trying to do a setup like that off the board, it's actually beneficial to do so, because you're not actually losing any turns at all. I wish I could show an example of that. I don't believe we had an opportunity to do that yet this map. I might have done it earlier and didn't call it, but you definitely want to try doing things like that. I'll try to do one if it actually gives us one off the board. Actually, we could do it right now if there was a 3 times right here that we could take to move that down, but I don't think there is a way that we could actually do that. Actually, we would have needed it 4 times, but whatever. That'll be our last move, and that will be the map. So let's just go through these. We didn't get any of the bigger chests. Let's just see what we get as output. There we go, a 48. We did get 2 glory keys, and of course the 4 event gems, 1 actual gem, and quite a bit of souls from this one actually. So let's go open up those 2 glory keys real quick, and as you can see, we now have a little blinking thing over there for the event thing. Let's just open our 2 glory keys, see what we get. Nothing interesting, okay, and of course no gold keys. But let's go claim our little event thing. Of course, we did just hit the gems, so now we are very, very, very close from getting celestial armor. We can almost taste it. Just another 55 gems, and we will be all the way there. And of course, I will likely this week complete all of these out. And the other reason why is because we will be gaining seals for these as long as we do 60 or more. So we don't have to spend all that time in PvP this week. We can just do try aiming for the 60 plus maps. As you can see right here, treasure hunt games with 60 plus turns. Every single time you do that gives you 20 seals, just like this. And there we go. So yeah, that will wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any other questions about maps or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Of course, I will probably link right here that one video in which it shows how to get like 20 plus maps per hour. I haven't really needed to use that on this account yet, but I may in the future if another event week comes around and I don't have that many maps. But you definitely want to check it out if you need more maps. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.